There is scant historical precedent for the political turmoil that this country has endured over the past several years. America's two major political parties are living on two different planets. On Earth 1, people are focused on abortion rights, voting access, and protecting democracy. On Earth 2, the inhabitants care most about litigating an already litigated election and ginning up fears of whatever they can think of next to avoid meaningful policy discussions about things that matter to people. What Earth 1 gets right and Earth 2 doesn't is that democracy is the one that matters most right now, more even than inflation or the economy, topics that I tend to spend a lot of time discussing. In a recent NBC News poll, Americans were asked just that. What is the most important issue facing the country? 29% of Democrats say democracy, threats to democracy. Only 12% of Republicans agreed. Now, I'd like to think I know you all pretty well. Who else would choose to spend some of your Sunday morning with me? And I think you all live on Earth 1, where defending democracy and protecting freedoms are a high priority. But I also know that you must be sick and tired of hearing all of the nonsense that comes from the other side and their de facto leader, a twice-impeached insurrectionist. Every day it's something new, a new investigation, a new conspiracy theory, a new freedom taken away, a new extremist running for office, a new scheme to overthrow democracy. Believe me, I am quite sick of talking about it, too. The images, the voice, it grates on me. But I can't avoid it or ignore it. We have to keep talking about it, and you sadly have to keep listening. You know how the Washington Post says democracy dies in darkness? Well, in this case, the darkness is when we stop holding anti-democratic forces to account or when you stop paying attention. And paying attention means paying attention to the good stuff and the bad stuff. If I stood here every weekend and cherry-picked only the positive stuff going on in our politics, as some of you often suggest I do, it would be a much more watchable show than it is today. But the reality is that the threats to our democracy do not go away because you don't watch what they are doing. And I would be doing you and my profession a disservice to not give you the fullest picture that I can, even when a lot of that is unpleasant. Like the fact that the current president, with lots of achievements under his belt, isn't polling all that well just weeks before a critical midterm election. The former president and his enablers are a serious force to be reckoned with. And the only reason he has faced any sort of reckoning at all for the damage that he has done to this country and its democracy is because people kept a light on him. They dug deep and they spoke up. So this is just an acknowledgement. I know you don't like talking about him. Trust me, neither do I. I've gone this whole segment without speaking his name, but I don't have to say his name because you know exactly who I'm talking about. You know who's responsible for the dismantling of the basic dynamics of American democracy. You need to be armed with the truth about what people who don't share your worldview are up to. Better you know the truth and feel uncomfortable but motivated than that you hear a narrative that suits your preferences and makes you complacent. You don't need me telling you positive stories that make you feel good instead of the truth about how much peril this nation and its democratic experiment are actually in, because it is in peril, and ignoring that peril will hurt more than listening to the truth and understanding it.